Hi, my name is Sean. I am the owner and principal architect at Dynamic Technical Solutions. Thank you so much for joining me today. We specialize in cybersecurity and information technology. In today's age, those two things are extremely key. Recently, a customer reached out asking what are some top 5 or 6 things that they could do that would immediately secure or increase their security posture in their cloud and internal environment. So we made this list. We helped them with it. We helped them through it. It took a little bit of time, but we assisted them in not just providing the advice, but as well as the remediation action plans to bring this to really fruition. We decided to put together, based on those couple of items, those real simple things, some simple areas, and provide that to you in a couple of short videos in the area of how to improve your security. Here are a couple of summaries of these upcoming videos that we're putting together. The first one is going to talk about passwords. What are passwords? It seems pretty simple, but we are going to dive into specifically some best practices around passwords, complex passwords, passwordless, passphrases, and other methods in order to identify who you are. The next area we're going to be really diving into in another video is multi-factor authentication. A factor is one single method that you use to identify who you are. We talked about a password, that's one factor. Now we're going to talk about multi-factor authentication. We've all had on our phone some method of proving who we are, whether it's through a code or maybe pushing a button and saying, yes, this is me. We're going to go into that. The next area of videos we're going to provide is around data protection, data isolation. We all work remote. Many people work from their mobile devices, from laptops. Sometimes they even work from like home computers. Now, how can we prevent data from, especially valuable data, from getting out into the world? How do we secure that data, especially with how things are set up at home? How do we monitor and track that? That is data protection. Let's take, for example, someone emails a social security number. How do we prevent that from going out? We're going to talk about that. What about if you share a series of bank numbers in your, let's say your OneDrive or your SharePoint or your Dropbox? You share that on the internet. How do we detect and shut that down? We're going to talk about that. That is the area of data protection. Let's go one step further. Let's say someone leaves the business and they have valuable data on their mobile device. They have company information. Those are company assets, if you think about it. How can we go out and selectively wipe company data without, say, erasing the entire phone? We're going to talk about that. The next area that we're going to put together some videos on are going to be in the area of alerting and monitoring. What if you could be alerted rapidly of, say, malwares being uploaded to your environment? Let's take another example. Someone is downloading 50 gigabytes of important information you don't know about. How can you know about it? They're at home. You can be alerted to that. There are significant, many other alerts that can be set up that can tell or determine if you have security breaches. Let's say something called pass the hash, where someone is perhaps like jumping around your network. Maybe it's internal, maybe it's from computer to computer. How can you be alerted for that? We're going to be talking about that. Then lastly, this just hit our radar as a topic. So it's going to be the area of workstation and device compliance. What if you can prevent any workstation, any kind of phone, or any kind of device from touching your data except for the ones you trust? We're going to be talking about that. So that pretty much concludes our summary. We have a series of videos coming. I'm very excited actually to present these to you and getting your feedback. So please write back to me. Let me know if you have other topics that you want to talk about. There was one future topic that I'm just going to throw out there as well. It's going to be the area of privileged identity management. What that means is you have enterprise administrators, admins, users, or what have you, who require elevated access. Okay, it's called just in time. So example, someone needs to create a mailbox or someone needs to manage a security group. You can provide them the ability to elevate their access and their role inside the cloud so they can perform those tasks. Then 8 hours later, perhaps 16 hours later, you can revoke that access. Now the next time they have to perform those series of activities, they can again request or promote their role so that they can carry out those administrative functions. That's in a future video, and I'm super excited about that. So guys, thank you so much for joining me today. This was a summary video. I'm very glad we're able to provide this service to you. Please contact us for any questions or any assistance you need, and certainly send us your email so we can put you on our newsletter. All right, guys, have a great one. Thanks so much for joining. Take care now. Bye-bye.